All right, we're live here. We're just east of Dallas, Texas. We're headed towards Texarkana, Mount Pleasant, going towards Arkansas, doing a storm chase here the next few days. You guys start signing on. Tell me what happened this morning out there. I heard a lot of snow fell down there by Portland, southern Washington, Vader, Kelso, even out towards the coast. I saw got some snowfall. Looks like Portland got their first snowfall ever in April. I think they totaled an inch, if I'm correct. They did have a snowfall in May, technically, but hail is measured as snow, so that was just a hail event there in May. So this is the latest actual snowfall that Portland has ever gotten. Let's see if I can bring up a map here. My hotspot is going, so I can't see where. So yeah, we're traveling on I-30 east out of Dallas-Fort Worth right now. I'm gonna turn on the, let's see. There we go. No audio. Okay, so why is there no audio? Can anyone else hear me, or is that just one person have a problem, or is there just no audio? Audio is okay. Okay, I see all the chats coming through now, so that's working. Yeah, it looks like a fun day out there for the Northwest there. If I was out there tomorrow, I would be going out to the coast. There's going to be a lot of showers, a little upper level low, and a lot of showers rolling in on the coast out there. It'll make its way inland too, so there's going to be a chance of thunderstorms across the interior for tomorrow as well up there. And again, we're going to do that. You guys are going to get to do that small hail, potential lightning. You know, I love this time of year. We rented a Toyota RAV here. We got the full coverage, of course. Try to stay far away from these nasty storms. Yeah, so 38 people viewing now. So what you guys see? Did you guys get any snowfall last night? It looks like it stayed mostly south of Olympia. I know Portland had like downed trees and power outages and all kinds of nasty stuff. Sometimes the messages don't go through. But yeah, we're out here chasing. Okay, cut out, but I'm back, right? Yeah, so yeah, hail tomorrow again. We're gonna do this again tomorrow, and even Wednesday too. So there's gonna be more of that small hail going on. I mean, I've seen more of that in the last couple of weeks here than I have for a long time. 5 inches in Hazel, Delhi, Vancouver, Washington. Jeez. Yeah, Wackford says Bonnie Lake. Yeah, you guys were really on the north side of the snowfall. Wasn't really expected much north of Olympia there. But what a unique storm. I mean, it came in just the models handled it pretty well and brought that deformation band across Portland and all the way up into decent snowfall too. Windy, Washington. Yeah, we're headed out now. If you guys look at the SPC convective outlook page, look at day 1. That's what we're chasing out here in Arkansas and East Texas, Eastern Oklahoma. There's a 10% risk for tornadoes, so that's within any 25 miles at any given point, 10% chance of a tornado. So we're hopeful today. It's one of those mesoscale accident days. There's an outflow boundary, so we need some uneven heating, and we need to get some surface convergence to fire some of these storms, which could go severe quickly. But the better odds look like just into Arkansas for some of these tornado, big hail potential today. Tomorrow we're going to be anywhere from Oklahoma to Iowa. We don't know yet. We're going to have to do some heavy forecasting tonight. It looks like, you know, it could be Kansas, could be Oklahoma, could be Nebraska, could be Iowa right now. It's all over the place, a huge area. If you look at the SPC day 2, in Portland, tired of cold weather. Yeah, it's springtime now, but this trough is going to be on us for a little while longer. And then we're going to get, looks like the Gulf of Alaska low is going to remain active over the Pacific Northwest and the extended even. It's just nonstop. We did have that lull during the winter, but we had a pretty active November and October too. Big hail, no sunroof. Yeah, we got no sunroof. That's good. One time we went chasing in a what? We went chasing in a Land Rover with a huge glass sunroof once. That was, it didn't get broken, but I don't know why we did that. Hi from University Place, Washington. Hello. So yeah, I just wanted to do a live stream to show you guys where I am and just talk about the weather up there in the Pacific Northwest. Your cool, showery, thunderstorm potential weather is going to keep going on through Tuesday and Wednesday. So, you know, that mountain snow is going to continue to pile up also. If you guys can see in the video here, the trees going by. Crawfish boil. There's a crawfish boil here last Saturday in April. Some of the signs out here in the plains are kind of interesting. Headed east on I-30 out of Dallas, headed toward Mount Pleasant, Texas. We're going to get right towards the Arklatex area there, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Yummy. Yeah, we're finally out of the concrete jungle that is Dallas. That place is just non-stop construction going on in there. I wonder if there's a more diverse freeway system in the world. Which I don't actually know this. Some of these chats aren't sticking around for long enough for me to read it. Did you say you got snow in Chehalis? I said something about Chehalis there. Yeah, we're going to meet up with the storm chasing buddy out here. We'll probably see any other storm chasers out here today. Feeling good about today, 10% chance. I like these mesoscale accident setups here. Welcome. Not often you see someone from Pacific Northwest on live stream. Yeah. Try to make our Seattle and Portland, our Washington and Oregon presidents felt out here in the plains. Bag some tornadoes here in the next few days. But yeah, this is my favorite kind of chasing. I like to watch these outflow boundaries. So basically a complex that down pushes out cold outflow winds. Those winds move across from Oklahoma to Arkansas and then eventually slows down, and as the day heats up, the air on the side of the outflow boundary will heat at a different rate than the air on the southern side, and you'll get this differential heating boundaries. And we got pretty good winds aloft, so we're expecting storms to fire later on this afternoon. So we're kind of targeting where this outflow boundary is going to set up today. And that's kind of my favorite chasing, watching the satellite and watching just the natural cues in the atmosphere, watching the clouds. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the thunderstorm potential for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, if I was up there, I'd be looking for rotating storms Tuesday morning, anywhere on the Washington coast down towards the Oregon coast. University Place, a suburb of Tacoma, Washington. Okay. I'm missing some of these chats that just come flash so quickly. Yeah, we've had thunderstorms for several days in a row now across the Pacific Northwest. Eureka, watch out for additional snow and hail showers this evening that can briefly accumulate on paved surfaces. Yes, that's good. That's a good one. Crazy north winds in downtown Tacoma this morning. Whitecaps on the Fort Foss Waterway. Have a great day. Yeah, you guys are on the cold north side of that low up to the Puget Sound. Pretty chilly morning probably, especially if you're out in that wind. Had a little bit of Fraser outflow even because of that storm, but nothing like our huge winter ones. Garrett Hartung is driving. He's on Twitter. He's one of the top Oregon storm chasers. He works down there in Portland. What's the place that name you work with?
It's a company called Avangrid. It's a renewable energy company.
So, yeah, he works for a renewable energy company. He does forecasting for wind turbines in Oregon. Yeah, I saw somebody just say it was really windy on the peninsula. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, he's on Twitter also, Garrett Hartung. I wonder if this will flip. I'm going to flip this around real quick and see it. Doesn't like that. You guys can kind of see the cumulus bubbling up there. Isolated thunderstorms possible in the late morning for Sacramento. Yeah. So how does that look? You can kind of see the mount blocking the screen, but Prosser, Washington, 1 inch of snow. Power out for 45 minutes. Power's back on. Temperature 36. Yeah, what a spring snowstorm.
I know Pullman got hammered.
Yeah, that'd be a good spot for that too. Certainly. Yeah. Yeah, it's very muggy out here. It's hot and muggy. It is definitely not like the Pacific Northwest here. Okay, thanks, Mark H. Great view of the sky, clouds. Yeah, once we get storms later, I'm gonna live stream and just kind of let it run if it starts getting good. Maybe get you guys a supercell here on the live stream, or if we're lucky, a tornado. Yeah, we're definitely in the warm sector here. We got dew points up into the mid 60s. It's really warm. There's a lot of fuel for thunderstorms. So if something goes, it should be a good show today. But yeah, I'm jealous of anybody out on the Washington or Oregon coast tomorrow morning. I'd really like to be out there to watch that. Looks like some good rotating showers, thunderstorms, maybe a water spout or two will happen out there on the coast. It's nice having an upper level low in close proximity to the coast there. It gives that turning aloft you need. A lot of semis out here on the freeway. It's like the third skunk I've smelled too. A lot of skunks must live out here, even though I've never seen one being out here in Texas. We're 96 miles west of Texarkana right now. 21 miles west of, is that Vernon?
Mount Pleasant.
Oh, did I say Mount Pleasant?
We're like 34 miles from Mount Pleasant.
34 miles from Mount Pleasant, Texas. There's a lot of trees out here, but it's still a lot better than... Thank you, Kevin Moore, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for supporting the channel. That helps a lot. Kevin Moore, ladies and gentlemen. People talk about this being the jungle and the trees, but they've obviously never chased in the Pacific Northwest. This is easy peasy compared to that. 3 inches of East Vancouver snow. Mixie Vintage. Oh, she's a member too. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, you can see the cumulus bubbling up. It's definitely unstable aloft. Reflect the sun. Thanks for the help. Yeah, you can see blue sky. There's going to be some nice heating out here. If we get a storm to go, it should be nice. Ron Dog, thanks for the help. Moxie says beautiful clouds. Seahawks season will have an insane. They don't have a QB. Yeah, Seahawks are still working on getting a quarterback. Watch them go to the Super Bowl this year. That Russell Wilson's gone. Our rental car has lane assist here too, so it's kind of nice. It's not as good as the Tesla, but it's not bad. It helps you stay in the lane. At least it'll learn to. Yeah, so if you guys have the day off tomorrow, I expect some of you to be out on the Washington or Oregon coast. Check out those thunderstorms. They're going to be really nice looking. And everybody else, watch that small hail. You're going to start getting that again, some lightning strikes. Then it looks like the Gulf of Alaska is going to remain active as we go on into later next week. So I don't know when we're going to break out of this. It looks like we might get a day or two of nice weather at some point between one of those systems, but I love that 72-degree day we had back last week. That was awesome. I love that. Yeah, we're coming up here on Mount Pleasant, Texas. Yeah, I mean, as long as you stay on the highways and you're away from, if you're on the little back roads right next to the trees, then yeah, then you're going to be obscured. I mean, it's not unheard of to see a strong tornado. How far south is Jarrell? Is that as far as Austin?
It's between Waco and Austin.
Okay, that's right. I mean, Jarrell, one of the most powerful tornadoes ever was Jarrell, Texas. That's between Waco and Austin. So they can get tornadoes down there. You start dropping off. I mean, you can get strong tornadoes all the way down to the Mexico border, though, even into Mexico. So yes, it is possible. It's just not quite as often. You usually get better wind shear the further north you go. But you can get troughs that dig that down. I mean, last year we were chasing stuff pretty far down near the Mexico border as well. Rock Springs down there. So yeah, it can happen down there for sure. Plus they get pretty intense hailstorms and big time flooding, powerful winds. But yeah, thanks for everybody supporting the channel. It's really growing a lot faster than I ever thought it could. And I plan to, keep getting the word out, let everybody know, trying to get the good information out about the Pacific Northwest weather. The more people educated on the topic, the better, for sure. I'm going to flip the screen around again here. So you guys can probably see the trees passing there. They're not bad. I mean, the trees are not like chasing in the Pacific Northwest with 150-foot pine trees or however tall they are. So this is much more doable for sure. Everybody get small hail yesterday or the last couple days? Who didn't get small hail? It is pretty hit and miss, so some of those shots of that hail shaft going over downtown Seattle a couple days ago, I think that was Saturday, that was really nice too. Those white streamers coming out of those clouds really make for a nice view. Big hail, Leilani Unger. We got some small hail in Olympia yesterday. It says reflect the sun. All right. Yeah, that day I was out chasing last week. We went through 7 hailstorms in one day. It was amazing. Saw some pretty good lightning coming back too. And I-5 was just coated. There must have been a half an inch of small hail or snow pellets or whatever it was. I didn't get out to inspect exactly what it was. So yeah, we'll probably be in Arkansas at some point today. We'll be in Oklahoma probably at some point today. Then tomorrow we'll either be Oklahoma. Interesting how big hail is formed. Yes, that the wind is strong. So 4 inches in Eagle Creek, Oregon. So big hail is formed just because the updrafts are so strong that it can carry that size of basically hailstone in it. So as long as the wind is strong enough to keep that hailstone in, it cycles back through the storm, collects another layer, collects another layer. The wind keeps going and collects another layer. And then eventually, as the hailstone becomes strong enough to overcome the wind, it falls out of the storm. Or sometimes they get thrown out of the storm to the side. Yeah, I've seen hail that is just got weird spikes on it, giant hailstones. I've had my windshield broken in. Luckily, no hail on the golf bug course yesterday. Late season winter storm. Oh, yeah. Salt Lake City. Yeah, they're going to get it good out there, too. Snow falling in Roseburg, but nothing sticking, I believe. That's what that said. Yeah, that one in Montana last year. Some of those stones that were like 3.5 inches, just huge spikes. It looks like somebody designed like a torture device to just fall out of the sky on you. I mean, and there was so much of it too. They were just like big. My son got caught on the pass. They shut down. Oh, so I-90 is closed right now. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Well, it's probably closed off and on. Yeah, big hail is. It's amazing to just look at a hailstone. You can see little specks of dirt that it picks up in the atmosphere as it's being thrown around. 2018 Sacramento, 1.5 inches of hail. Yeah, Bainbridge Island, Washington here. Welcome from Bainbridge. I don't remember ever having 4 inches in April before. Yeah, this is an unusual storm. Yeah, hail is like a Randy Johnson fastball, says Oddball. Yeah, I mean, you can imagine a softball-sized piece of ice falling from 12,000 feet down onto you. Hello from Squim, Creative Edge. Yeah, I mean, it was shooting glass. It broke the windshield and shot glass onto my face. So it's going like 110 miles an hour when it hits you. You wouldn't want to get hit with one of those stones. We had pea-sized hail yesterday. Yeah, generally in the Pacific Northwest, our storms are topping out at 15,000 feet. And so when these updrafts pick up these little droplets of water and they bring them up, they usually cycle once or twice in the updraft before they're just too heavy for the updraft to maintain and they fall out. The latest snow at SeaTac hit on April 17th, 1972. Yep. There was I think 2008, there was actually measurable snowfall right around the 16th or 17th of April also. I was working that day at Alaska Airlines, one of my first days there. Oh, yeah, I'm sure Portland had a de-ice planes this morning. Yeah, Greg Traeger asked if they had a de-ice in Portland. Yeah, I mean, if you get any kind of accumulation on the wing, you got to de-ice. You can't have any kind of contamination on a wing of a plane. The swim getting snow, probably not in the next few days anyway. So you might be safe till next year. But there's another cold system moving up from the south here in a couple days. But I have not looked at the models that close. I just looked at them briefly so I could talk in general terms. But it doesn't look like any more widespread snowstorm coming now. Yes, it's 1:23 here in Texas. It's 11:30 in Seattle. Yeah, if you guys are just joining and you get a chance, go out to the Washington coast tomorrow. I'd be out there in the morning, watch for those rotating thunderstorms, small hail, potential for water spouts on the Washington, Oregon coast tomorrow. That's where I would be. But you should still get some thunderstorm activity across western Washington, western Oregon tomorrow as well, and Wednesday. Mount Vernon, Texas. So I guess there's Mount Vernon, Washington, and there's Mount Vernon, Texas. We're 6 miles away from Mount Vernon, Texas. Man, it is huge country out here. It's crazy how far you can just drive forever and just still be in the plains. This is amazing. A lot of semis and a lot of cows. 2010 it snowed, got to 14 degrees. Power was out for 3 days. 2010. Yeah, I think that was what, November 2010? Any updates for Spokane? I think if you haven't got snow by now, then you're probably safe. I know Pullman got some snow yesterday, but I think Pullman's out of the woods now. So I think we'll get a really hot spell this summer with La Nina. The average high in Seattle for this time of year is 58. Yep, it's really much warmer. So some of the long-term forecasts look like we're going to be above average actually for portions of the Pacific Northwest. So I'm sure we'll probably get a couple heat waves definitely this year again. I like heat waves, but I did not like that 108-degree day last year. That was too much. That turned my house into a sauna. I think it broke the furnace. We're going to have that fixed before summer gets back this year. So gas is only $3.69 out here. Substantially more in Washington. 91 days without rain last. Yeah, we had a pretty good reflect the sun. Says we had a nice stretch. Yeah, we did last year for sure. That was just a wild. That was in June. If that setup happened in July, we would have hit 111 in Seattle probably. If you can believe that. Do you think it will be hotter than this last year, Fido? Global warming will not end humanity. It will. I mean, the people who have. Sorry to say, but it affects poorer people more, and humans will adapt and will make necessary changes. The species will survive. It's not going to be. It's not an existential threat to the species, the humans. And just, we're just kind of changing the planet. We will adapt, but there will be suffering among poor people that cannot move and they cannot adapt as well, or they're on shorelines, or they live in poorer countries, just type of things like that. But I think we're going to get pretty warm this summer as well. That's what long-term models are showing. Bring some back. Yeah, I'll try to bring back some of this warmth. It's really warm out here. It's really muggy too. How far are we from Mount Pleasant now? So no high-profile vehicles? Is that because of the wind? Is that what you're saying? I saw that chat come up and kind of go away pretty quick there. No high-profile vehicles through 395 in portions of Nevada. I mean, that would make sense. That's a pretty big storm diving into our western U.S. here. I wonder what the winds got on the Oregon coast yesterday, too. Two inches of snow, big wind, sun. John McKellen. Yeah, let's see. Shower activity continued through the afternoons, like just isolated thunderstorms in the valley foothills. Anytime thunderstorms go rolling through the Sacramento Valley there, I would have my eyes on the bases of those storms too. They like to get funnel clouds in the Central California Valley there. They even get tornadoes once in a while in some of those showers. Texarkana, we are 75 miles from. Very windy in Nelson, British Columbia. Yeah, what a nice chilly storm. Amazing for April. Am I a pilot? I am not a pilot. I have a similar license as a pilot. I work in depth with pilots. I basically plan their flights. I tell them what the weather's going to be like. I plan their fuel. I know everything about their planes. Windy in Chelan, Washington, says Laura Folsom. Welcome. I was born in Jefferson Parish, lived in Oklahoma for a while, so I've lived my share of tornadoes and hurricanes. Yeah, it gets crazy weather out here sometimes. Looks like today, tomorrow is going to be pretty wild again around these parts. Wednesday also, there's going to be some pretty significant tornado potential on Wednesday, I do believe. Do you know what they put up for day 3? Is it still enhanced, or was it probably just enhanced?
I think it was enhanced.
Okay. It's probably still uncertainty on how it's going to develop. Yeah, we're talking about we're probably going to be out here for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and fly back Thursday morning. Right now we're driving to Mount Pleasant, or Pleasantville, Texas. And tomorrow we could be anywhere from Iowa, Kansas, Oklahoma, or Texas. Probably Kansas or Iowa. Tater Tots Grandma says keep the thumbs up. We have to keep Michael on YouTube. Yes, help support the channel. Let's grow this channel. You guys are all helping build this channel. Now live on Bainbridge Island for the past 16. Oh, I live on Bainbridge Island for 16 years. I love it. I missed that last chat. Something about, are you doing the weather now? Oh. See some altocumulus castellatus here showing the instability of the atmosphere. And off to the south here, you can see some agitated cumulus going on. There could be some severe storms around here, these parts of Texas. What are these, turkey vultures? What kind of birds are these? I don't even know. I think they're some kind of vulture. Yeah, nice blue sky, very warm, very humid.
82 out there.
Stanwood less than an inch, Lake Goodwin 2 inches of snowfall. Grateful Ann Murray. Thanks for the heads up. Oh. Northeast Oregon, 4 inches of snow this morning, gusts 30 miles per hour, winter weather advisory until 5 p.m. What a storm. Yeah, nice towers over there on the... Stanwood got hit pretty hard last night. Huge flakes, quick 30-minute snow and done, says Mr. Ali. Yeah, there's probably going to be severe storms firing all the way back into Texas, I would imagine, at some point tonight. Yeah, look at some of these towers going up right here, too. Altocumulus castellatus, Mother Nature's hint that thunderstorms will form. You see those towers that are going up, those puffy white cumulus, they're kind of vertical extent with some kind of base on them. Those are called altocumulus castellatus. Mother Nature's thunderstorm warning. So Mount Pleasant, 8 miles ahead. I'm probably going to end the live stream when we get there, so it'll just be a few more minutes, and then I'll live stream later, and I'll try to bring some. Once the storms get going, the thunderstorm activity, I'm just going to live stream the phone and have it just going as we're chasing and doing stuff. I won't be able to answer as many questions then, but Yeah, thanks for all the support, you guys. Thanks for all the subscribers, all the likes, all the super chats. Sending every little bit of money helps out with gas coming out here and hotels and food and yeah. So thanks a lot. Here, I'll show you the American flag here coming out of the south, showing those very moist southerly winds out of the Gulf of Mexico moving across the area here. Huge flag. Yeah, thanks, Greg. Thanks for the support. Came in late, show us the driver, Garrett Hartung from Oregon. He works for a renewable energy company in Oregon. He's on Twitter, Garrett Hartung. But yeah, you guys are gonna get thunderstorms a couple more days up there through Washington and Oregon. Systems continuing on through next week. It looks like Gulf of Alaska low going on. Thanks for sharing. Yep, thanks, Leilani. So the wild weather should continue for the next couple of days. Reflect the sun followed. Garrett is rocking the true great locks. Thanks, bros. Greg Traeger, welcome to Basic Channel Support. All right, we got another member on. Awesome. Yeah, as soon as the severe storms fire up, I'm going to go live later.
Shit.
And we just went over a dead deer there. Ron Dog. Buy a cigar, he says. Just kidding. Thanks, Ron Dog, for the support. Just helped us travel over 100 miles with that. 30 miles a gallon. 30 miles a gallon. $3. Just joined as I watch you every day religiously, so glad to help. Yeah, thanks a lot. That helps get the word out about the channel too. YouTube picks up those algorithms on how many members you have and how many people like the videos and how long they watch and how often they watch and all that good stuff. Mount Pleasant. What should we eat for lunch? It's mostly fast food out here, but you have to find something. Even at McDonald's, you can eat healthy, or Wendy's, you just get a salad or something, or a chicken sandwich, and don't eat too many French fries, I guess. But every time I come out here, I try to eat healthy, and then I end up eating gas station burritos and Doritos and Red Bull and Diet Coke. And Tater Tots Grandma says, I watch every day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for no voice. Is it? Did the audio go out? No. I have to do sign language. All right, you guys, so we're going to eat lunch here, and then I'll start live streaming later on. I might even try to do a live stream from the drone. I know there's a way to do it, and I'm going to try to learn it here coming up. Leilani Unger, welcome to Basic Channel Support. Thank you very much. Mount Vernon, Oregon, too. So